Happy New Year 2026. If you're anything like most of us, you are probably starting this year feeling, well, rested, optimistic, and I'm guessing you have a list of things you want to achieve. That feeling, that incredible surge of optimism, that's exactly what we're diving into today. The psychology of fresh starts.
And welcome to Think Outside the Box, a deep dive. We just want to say for all our listeners that this deep dive is a proud part of the Teacher Victoria ESL class.
That's right. Our mission here is really educational. We're here to support English learners by getting into some pretty complex ideas, exploring culture, like this whole global New Year's resolution thing.
And sharpening those critical thinking skills. Today is all about motivation, why we get this amazing burst of energy right now, and I think more importantly, why it so often just vanishes.
Before the end of January, usually.
It's a perfect topic for this time of year, and we really want to invite you, our listener, to message Teacher Victoria with your thoughts or questions about the class, or even just about what we're talking about today.
We'd love to hear from you. Okay, so let's get into it. The science behind all these January promises.
It really comes down to this concept called the fresh start effect.
Right. It's a powerful psychological boost that we can actually measure. The core idea is that we get this uplift when certain moments in time, researchers call them temporal landmarks, make us feel like we're starting with a blank slate.
Temporal landmarks. I like that phrase. It's not just another day on the calendar.
No, not at all. There are interruptions in the continuous flow of time. New Year's Day is a big one, obviously.
But there are smaller ones, too.
Oh, yeah. Your birthday, the start of the new month, even just a Monday. They all kind of force you to pause and reflect.
So it's like a built-in reset button for our brains.
That's a great way to put it. The term actually comes from a 2014 paper by Dye, Milkman, and Reese, and they argued these landmarks help us separate our past selves.
The one who ate all the holiday cookies.
Exactly, from our future potential. It creates this psychological distance from all our past failures. That makes so much sense. The mistakes of 2025 belong to the old me. But why does the new year feel so much more powerful than, say, a Monday?
Because it's universal. It's this massive collective ritual that happens all over the world. When everyone around you is talking about new beginnings, it just amplifies the effect.
It's not just hope. It almost feels like this guaranteed burst of confidence.
And research actually backs that up. It's a feeling of competence. Some work by Libby and Ibach found that all this talk about renewal actively boosts our sense of self-efficacy.
Okay, let's break that down for our learners. Self-efficacy isn't just wishful thinking, right?
No, not at all. Self-efficacy is your core belief in your ability to actually do the things you need to do to hit a goal. It's confidence in your skills. And on January 1st, we feel that surge.
This is where it gets really interesting for me because we can actually quantify this. This isn't just a mood, it's a measurable spike in what people do.
We can measure it very precisely. Katie Milkman's team at Wharton documented it. Compared to normal times, the spikes are they're dramatic. For example, gym visits went up by 14.4% at the start of a new year.
14.4%, that's huge. That means almost 1 in 7 people at the gym in January is brand new.
And if you look at the intention to change, it's even bigger. Google searches for the word diet spiked a massive 82.1% on January 1st.
Wow. And the effect is there for smaller landmarks too, just not as strong.
Yep. Even Mondays see an 11.6% increase in gym visits. It all comes back to this idea of new mental accounting periods. We close the books on the past and open a fresh ledger.
It's like giving ourselves permission to try again without all the baggage.
That's the power of it. But, and this is the most critical part, the fresh start effect is massively misunderstood.
How so?
It increases our intention, but it does nothing for our endurance. It's a fantastic change opportunity, but it is absolutely not a change strategy.
And that explains the predictable collapse.
It explains everything. The data on failure collected by Dr. John Yorcross is, well, it's pretty sobering. The failure curve is shockingly consistent.
So what does that look like? How fast do we fall off?
After 1 week, commitment is still pretty high, around 77%, but then it drops to 55% after just 1 month.
So almost half of us are done by February.
Pretty much. And after 2 years, the success rate is just 19%.
It's so predictable, there's even a name for it. I saw that the fitness app Strava calls the second Friday in January
Quitter's Day.
Quitter's Day. That's when they see resolution abandonment peak across the globe.
We've all been there, feeling great on January 1st, and by the 10th, the motivation is just gone. And this collapse points to some really deep psychological pitfalls.
What's the biggest one?
One of the weirdest findings is what Peter Gollwitzer calls the premature sense of completeness.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means if you go around telling everyone your big, ambitious goal, you get all this praise and validation for just stating the goal. And that social reward can actually replace the satisfaction of achieving it.
Wait a minute, so telling people your resolution can actually make you less likely to do it?
It can, yeah. You get the dopamine hit from the intention, not the action. And then there's Gabrielle Union's work on the hidden cost of optimism.
The hidden cost of optimism. I thought optimism was a good thing.
It can be, but she found that vividly fantasizing about the perfect outcome, the ideal body, the successful business, can actually trigger a physiological relaxation response.
You're kidding. So my vision board is literally making me too relaxed to do the work.
It can reduce the available energy to actually go out and get it. Which brings us to the most important distinction we need to make. We have to understand the difference between external change and internal transition.
Okay, change versus transition.
Right. This idea comes from William Bridges. Change is external. It's situational. The calendar flips to January 1st. That's a change. It's instant.
But transition, that's the internal part, the hard part?
Exactly. Transition is psychological and it's slow. The fresh start effect is all about the exciting external change, but it lets us skip the really necessary internal work.
So what are the phases we're skipping?
Bridges outlines 3. The first, and the one we always ignore, is endings. You have to consciously let go of the old identity, the old routines. And that involves a kind of grief.
Grief, even for a bad habit.
Absolutely. You're losing something familiar and comfortable, even if it's unhealthy. You have to acknowledge that loss before you can move on.
And what's next? After endings.
The neutral zone. This is the messy, confusing, in-between part. You've let go of the old way, but the new way isn't automatic yet. Your competence drops. You feel clumsy.
I know that feeling. Is when you're learning a new skill and you just feel terrible at it for a while.
That's it, exactly. And this is where most resolutions die. People hate feeling incompetent, so they retreat back to what's familiar. Only after you tolerate that messy middle do you get to the third phase.
Which is
new beginnings. That's when the new habit finally starts to feel like a part of you.
So this is the key takeaway then. We love to plan the exciting new beginning, but we fail because we don't do the work of grieving the endings, and we can't stand being in the neutral zone.
We want to believe we can just uninstall an old habit and install a new one, but identity is cumulative. It's built by action over time, not by just declaring it on one day of the year.
Okay, so the door's open, the fresh start energy is real, but it's fragile. How do we actually use it? How do we build a structure to last past Quitter's Day?
You shift your focus completely, away from motivation and onto structure and environment. First, you get super specific. The research from Locke and Latham is clear on this. Specificity and measurement.
So what does that look like in practice?
You have to change a vague goal, like I'm going to exercise more, into something specific and measurable, like I will go to the 6 p.m. fitness class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
No more fuzzy aspirational statements. I like it. And what else?
You use what Gollwitzer calls implementation intentions. This is huge. Don't just plan what you'll do, specify exactly when, where, and how you will do it.
Can you give us an example for one of our learners, maybe for improving their English?
Sure. A week goal is I'll study my English grammar more. A strong implementation intention is every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. after I finish the dinner dishes, I will sit at my desk and do one lesson from my Teacher Victoria workbook for 30 minutes.
You're tying it to an existing habit. That makes it almost automatic, so you don't need as much willpower.
Precisely. And to fight that dangerous optimism we talked about, you use mental contrasting.
Okay.
You combine your positive vision, I want to feel confident speaking English, with an immediate and realistic look at the internal obstacles. But when I get home from work, I feel tired and just want to watch TV.
So you actively plan for the roadblocks.
Yes. You visualize the dream, then you immediately visualize what will get in your way. That combination actually generates the energy to solve the problem instead of just hoping it goes away.
And finally, redesigning your environment. Because willpower isn't enough.
Not even close. Your environment predicts your behavior way more than your intentions do. You have to make the good habits easy and the bad habits hard.
So if I want to read more and scroll less,
Don't charge your phone by your bed. Easy. Move the charger to the kitchen and put a book on your pillow. You've just made scrolling harder and reading easier. That's sustainable change.
and all of this takes time. I saw the sources say it takes an average of 66 days for habit to become automatic.
Far, far longer than that initial 2-week burst of fresh start energy. It needs planning, not just enthusiasm.
66 days. That's a real commitment.
And this brings us to one last thought, which I think might change how you see this whole process. Dr. Norcross found that people who eventually succeed, they require an average of 6 attempts to make a lasting change.
6 attempts. Wow, that completely reframes what failure means.
It does. So you should treat every fresh start not as this final judgment on your character, oh, I failed again, but as a crucial learning opportunity.
You're collecting data on yourself.
Exactly. You learn what works for you, what your real obstacles are. And that knowledge is what makes the 6th attempt the one that sticks.
I love that. So the true opposite of being stuck isn't some radical reinvention. It's continuation with awareness, using what you learned last time to build a better strategy this time.
You have to keep practicing and keep learning. Thank you for joining us for Think Outside the Box, a deep dive.
And remember, this deep dive is a proud part of the Teacher Victoria ESL class, where we explore these kinds of ideas to build critical thinking and language skills.
We really do invite you to message Teacher Victoria with any thoughts about the class or anything we talked about today.
And to explore classes, see resources, and find related content, please visit teachervictoria.com.
So that's the show title, Think Outside the Box, a deep dive. Its connection to the Teacher Victoria ESL class and your invitation to reach out at teachervictoria.com. Please try a class with Teacher Victoria. All the info you need for that is right in the description box below.